Good morning and welcome. This video is for World Literature Friday, November 6th. If you missed this, or if you missed a day, please go ahead and listen to this video so you can know exactly what we did. We started a new book today called American Born Chinese. You read up to page 20. We had an opening assignment for this called World Literature American Born Chinese Conformity. Conformity means to change yourself to fit into things around you. So this has a first question. How far are people willing to go to fit in with the people around them? And think about if you have friends or family, or even if yourself, if you have done certain things to fit in. Mr. McDonald wore a Tommy Hilfiger every day freshman year in order to fit in. It didn't help. Okay, and then it says to watch the video or read the lyrics below. So instead of watching the video because it's from the 80s and it's dated, I am going to happily sing the song. Subdivisions. Sprawling on the fringes of the city in geometric order, an isolated border in between the bright lights and the far unknown, unlit unknown. Growing up it all seems so one-sided, opinions all provided, the future pre-decided, detached and subdivided in the mass production zone. Nowhere is the dreamer or the misfit so alone. In the high school halls, in the shopping malls, conform or be cast out. In the basement bars, in the back of cars, be cool or be cast out. Any escape might help to smooth the unattractive truth, but the suburbs have no charms to soothe the restless dreams of youth. Drawn like moss, we drift into the city, the timeless old attraction, cruising for the action, lit up like a firefly, just to feel the living night. Some will sell their dreams for small desires, or lose the race to rats, get caught in ticking traps, and start to dream of somewhere to relax the restless flight. Somewhere out of a memory of lighted streets on quiet nights. So you have a couple of questions to answer about this. Do you agree or disagree with the artists of this song and why? So if you look through, what they're asking about is if you agree with things like this. Growing up seems all one-sided. Opinions are provided. The future pre-decided. They're saying like, hey, do you have really any control over what you do? It talks about how in high school malls and shopping malls, conform or be cast out. In basement bars, be cool or be cast out. So there's a couple of ideas in this song um, that asks, like, do you agree or not, and why? Yeah, why? That's why I bolded it. Do you see these issues at our school or present in your life? Why or why not? So again, take a look through the lyrics. I like this. I like the chorus especially. I think it has some things that you can touch upon. I also like this paragraph as well to look at it. So check out a look at that. Is the song outdated? So I'm going to ask if the song's outdated. It's not saying is it old, because it is an older song. What it's rather saying is, are the ideas the same? Do you still need to be cool to conform? Is it still necessary to be part of a crowd or not? What might you talk about if you were to rewrite the song today? Why? So when I think about this question, I think about what are some of the things that teenagers might be dealing with today, or people in your lives. What are some of the problems in the world, or how do you fit in? What issues do you think Chinese American author Gene Yang might discuss in his novel American Born Chinese? There are no right or wrongs except for I don't know. Come up with something. American Born Chinese. Use the title, and plus the fact that this is an assignment called Conformity to figure out what that's all about. So after that, we have the first part of the book that we read. I have this on PDF. We actually also have copies of the book because we are balling like that. But I am going to read here, and there is a little zoom in button that I am going to use in order to read a little bit better. So this book is a little bit different than what I previously read. It's what's called a graphic novel. So it's really short, shorter than House on Mango Street, but we're still going to take some time reading it. When we're reading it, I want you to understand there's a difference between a comic book and a graphic novel. Comic books tend to have nothing but action. They tend to be much shorter. Graphic novels tend to be longer. There's lots of differences that we'll discuss as things come aboard. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading. You're welcome to follow along. We're up to page 20. This book is separated into 3 separate stories that have some connections in them. One bright and starry night, the gods, the goddesses, the demons, and the spirits gathered in heaven for a dinner party. Your peaches are looking especially plump today, my dear. Tee-hee, oh stop it, Lazu. I don't mean to boast, but what that thunderstorm I put together last night, or impressed even myself. This isn't going to work down here in this corner. Their music and scent of the wine drifted down, down, down to the flower fruit mountain, where the flowers bloomed year-round and fruits hung heavy with nectar, frolicked under the watchful eye of the magical Monkey King. Now the Monkey King was a deity in his own right. Legend had that long ago, I'm going to move this really quick, guys, if you don't mind, because this is going to get in my way when I read. I'm up here now. Hello. Legend had it long ago, long before almost any monkey could remember, the Monkey King was born of a rock. When his eyes first opened, they flashed rays of light deep into the sky. All of heaven took notice. Soon after, he purged Flower Fruit Mountain of the tiger spirit that had haunted it for centuries. He established his kingdom, and monkeys from the 4 corners of the world flocked to him. The Monkey King ruled with a firm but gentle hand. Play nice! He spent his days studying the arts of Kung Fu. He quickly mastered thousands of minor disciplines as well as the 4 major heavenly disciplines prerequisites to immortality. Discipline 1, Fist like lightning. Discipline 2, Thunderous foot. Discipline 3, Heavenly senses. A dinner party? The Monkey King liked dinner parties very much. My dear subjects, I must take leave of you tonight, for there is a very important party I must attend. Ah, some sort of Chinese symbol. Discipline 4, Clout as steed. You see monkey flying off there. The Monkey King waited in line for what seemed like an eternity. He fidgeted this way and that. Monkeys just aren't very good at waiting, but forced himself to stay in line. All the while he thought about how much he liked dinner parties. By the time the Monkey King arrived at the front gate, he was beside himself with anticipation. Announcing the arrival of Anju and the Dragon King of the Western Sea. Pardon me, sir, but might you step this way for a moment? Oh, I'm sorry. You may have announced that I am Monkey King of Flower Fruit Mountain. Yes, yes, I apologize profusely, sir, but I cannot let you in. You hadn't any shoes. But there must be some mistake. I am the sovereign ruler of Flower Fruit Mountain, where the flowers bloom year-round and the fruits have hanging with nectar. Thousands of subjects pledge loyalty to me. Good for you, sir, good for you. Now, if you just kindly step aside, you don't understand. I, too, am a deity. I am a committed disciple of the arts of Kung Fu, and I have mastered the 4 major heavenly disciplines, prerequisites to immortality. That's wonderful, sir. Absolutely wonderful. Now, please, sir, I demand to be let into this dinner party. Look, you may be a king, might even be a deity, but you are still a monkey. Have a good evening, sir. Everyone laughed at the Monkey King. The Monkey King was thoroughly embarrassed. He was so embarrassed, in fact, that he almost left without saying a word. But on second thought, he decided that perhaps saying one word would make him feel better. Die! And we see Monkey King just attacking all the gods and things like that, doing what Monkey King does, just whooping that butt. And we see that he is not a very happy monkey. The Monkey King couldn't stop shaking as he descended Flower Fruit Mountain himself. When he entered Royal Chamber, the thick fur smell of monkey fur greeted him. He'd never noticed it before. He stayed awake for the rest of the night, thinking of ways to get rid of it. That is what we rock and roll today. Have a great weekend. Make sure you're getting done with your vignettes. It's a huge assignment. If you need help with that, feel free to contact me. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope to see you guys soon. I love you all.